Hello, Bastardeers, and welcome to the inaugural episode of A Town Called Bastards Adventures in Role-Playing Land. Here's how this is going to work. A bunch of us sit down and record audio of ourselves playing mostly traditional pen and paper tabletop role-playing systems. Then we upload it to the internet for your listening pleasure. Then you press play and hear my voice telling you this. That's what's happening right now! That's why you can hear me in your head. The internet is magic. For our first system, we have picked the brand new-ish Age of Rebellion by the world-conquering Fantasy Flight Games. It's a Star Wars game where players play members of the Rebel Alliance, set shortly after the events of the very first Star Wars film. It has a pretty juicy and interesting dice mechanic that helps provoke the narrative of the game. I'll pop some handy links in the blurb below, and without any further ado, let's Star Wars. You can just set recording while I'm talking like this, and that's absolutely fine, because I'll just edit it down to however it is anyway. So, without any further ado, does everyone want to list who they are and their characters and everything like that? And we'll start with you there.
I'm Justin, and I'm playing Amos Amitri, a human of relatively average build, who is a ship's quartermaster, and who's driven by a powerful need to provide resources to the rebellion.
That's cool.
I'm Sam. I'm playing a Celestin called Toru. He is an engineer saboteur, and he basically likes to blow things up.
Remember, he's condoning for his past. Remember that, I never mentioned that.
Past.
Dark
past.
Yeah, I'm trying to redeem myself for a very dark past. Yeah.
I'm also Sam, to confuse you. I'm playing a character called Gil. He is a Mon Calamari ace pilot. He is driven entirely by money, and he is a short, stout, and kind of nasty guy. People probably won't like very much.
Yay!
Pretty selfish.
I'm Jake. I'm playing a assassination droid called HVD4. He used to work for a hook cartel, but they never bothered to memory wipe him or put a restraining bot on him, so he sort of got bored with the work and eventually just sort of tumbled off, basically. And joined the rebellion because it was statistically more difficult than joining the Empire. So.
I'm Susan. I'm playing a completely nondescript Bothan called Diego. I'm a spy infiltrator, and I've joined the Alliance because I want to disappear, and the bureaucracy of the Empire will not allow me to do that.
Hi, I'm Neill. I'm playing a droid called 2V5XK, a slicer. I was originally an Imperial prototype, but after seeking my escape from the Empire, I'm now fighting for droid rights with limited degrees of success.
Especially the restraining ball.
And I believe you are in fact owned by Justin's character.
Yeah, I am owned by Justin's character Amos, who has, against my will, put a restraining belt on me. So whether that stays on or not is up to debate.
And I believe everyone out there as well as here has seen the opening crawl, but for a bit more detail, the Perlemian trade route, also known as the Axis, runs coreward from Coruscant to just past Quernia, and is one of the oldest trade routes in the galaxy. The Rebel Alliance has long maintained reports of a mysterious Imperial convoy that travels the length of the Perlemian trade route. Known colloquially as the Perlemian Haul by Spacers and Rebels alike, it is rumoured to carry sensitive and sinister cargo to far-flung Imperial facilities and strongholds. Its existence has never been confirmed. Until now. Intelligence has reached the Rebel Alliance indicating the convoy's next port of call, as well as hints as to the nature of the high-value cargo it contains. The Alliance isn't about to let the elusive convoy or its valuable contents pass them by. They require a skilled team of operatives to confirm the convoy's existence, infiltrate one of the heavy freighters, and successfully commandeer the vessel so they can take possession of it. They didn't have access to them, so they're going to have to use you. You have been granted temporary ownership of a Lambda-class shuttle, and you are currently emerging from hyperspace around Martel Station, which is the station that the convoy is due to stop at. Remduba 2 is a cold grey world with nothing but microbial life and deep core mining operations. Its companion, Martel Station, is hospitable only by comparison. An ageing orbital platform with a small Imperial garrison, a squadron of TIE fighters, and bored and corrupt officials, its security should prove to be fairly lax. As you approach, you receive a transmission from Station Control. Shuttle 2017, we have you on our scopes. Please relay your business in Martel Station space and transmit your identification. You have fake identification. Who's flying the shuttle?
Probably me.
Probably you. So what is the Mon Calamari going to say to this?
Oh, I'm on the. I have the speaker.
Well, you're there. One of you could be next to him.
Hey.
I relay
Yeah,
the
you're next.
classification that we have in a business-like manner. Coolly.
It would make sense for me not to do it being a Mon Calamari.
So you're sat next to him at the front then?
Yeah, backseat driving.
Okay. The station official says, "Yep, very well. And what's your business?"
Well, we're mainly passing through to another planet. We won't be long.
Well, see that your business is brief then. We will note the short length of your stay in our logs. You may approach.
Thank you.
It's going to take a few minutes to make the approach. You, with the exception of Justin and Neill, who obviously know each other relatively well at this point, being as one of them owns the other, the others of you met approximately an hour ago when you left the rebel base aboard this Lambda shuttle. So you haven't had much time to kind of get to know each other within that. So, in the next 5 minutes, how about we do some introductions?
Well, I'm sitting in the cockpit at the moment, so with you.
Where is everyone else on the shuttle?
Right behind the cockpit. Watching.
I'll be in the in the main shuttle itself, outside of the cockpit, cleaning my vibro knife. Just sort of
Meaningfully.
calibrating, do some calibration.
Clean
Like-
what?
I'm going to be in the cargo bay, plugged into a terminal.
Charging.
Charging?
No, it's just far more interesting on the Holonet than with anything.
The deep
So
hollow
basically you're bored and you're browsing Facebook.
Yes.
I'll just be in the cockpit,
Starbuck.
probably like looking around, checking all the systems and stuff, checking everything's okay.
Everyone's squeezed in this cockpit. I don't think it's a very big.
I don't know how
So-
big the cockpit is.
There's three. So you three in the cockpit. You two
I'm
are
not
probably
taking-
quite near each other.
I will say-
Neil's
Why?
off somewhere on his own.
I've been throwing some dirty looks at the droid with the restraining bolt on, because he's obviously not an independent thinker like I am. But apart from that, just calibrations.
I'm gonna comment on where did you learn to fly? I mean, that jump was rough.
Like you could do any better.
No, fair.
I mean, I could probably do better.
Look, I've been brought in by the rebels to fly this thing. They clearly have faith in my abilities here.
Or you were the only one they could find.
Slander.
Calibrations.
Nice calibration.
Do you think calibrations are like the robot equivalent of doing like pull-ups and stuff?
Yes.
Calisthenics.
Yes, I do.
Yes, obviously. Okay, as you approach, you each refer to the information you've been granted by the Rebel Alliance. Further information on your targets. So you know all about the Perlemian Hall itself. If it exists, it is used by the Empire to transport highly classified equipment, classified prisoners, or important personnel between Imperial installations. It's rumoured to be composed of modified bulk transports and escorted by heavily armed capital ships that carry no Imperial markings or insignia. Your target, picked up at great cost from the Rebel Alliance, is named Freighter M226.
Did many Bothan spies die to bring this information?
That's racist.
Freighter
But probably
M226.
true.
It is racist. Many Duros spies died.
Okay.
The freighter's captain has been identified as Lieutenant Commander Gillan Noor. They are a highly motivated career officer, but they may be facing court-martial.
What was the name of the freighter again, sorry?
Freighter M226. Or M226 if you prefer. There are several other ways I could say it.
So heavily defended by capital ships.
Yes. You have cover identities that have been set up as traders, and you've been given the name of a local informant named Pask. He should be able to assist you in your efforts to infiltrate Freighter M226. Once aboard, you are to commandeer the vessel by any means achievable, drop out of hyperspace, and rendezvous with an Alliance strike group that will take possession of the ship.
What race is Pask?
You don't know.
We don't know.
Come on, calamari.
So, you dock on Martel Station. An initial look out of your viewports tells you everything you need to know about it. It has definitely seen better days. It's very run down. There's very few people wandering around, especially just outside in the docking area. You can't see any engineers or anything like that. There are a couple of Imperial troops standing near the doorway to the docking area. One of them is asleep, and the other one looks like he's on the way as well.
So this is an Imperial station. Does that mean all the people here?
It's not an. It's kind of an Imperial.
So
station.
there's Imperial staff here, but it's not Imperial run entirely. It's
not entirely. It does have a governor.
Okay,
but
that's what
yeah, I think Imperial run, but you know,
loose.
Yes, very loosely.
Do we have him?
Do we all disembark together?
There's no reason to not get off, is there?
You just stay in the ship for the entire thing.
Make for a good roleplay session.
On the ship, can we access any kind of database or anything on the station itself, like where someone like Pask might live, for instance?
Not on the ship itself.
Can
No.
go on board?
Yeah, the information like that will be on the local station terminals,
Okay.
which you don't have direct access from such a beat-up beast as a Lambda shuttle.
Should we disembark?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Does anyone not want to come on the landing party? Want to stay in the ship?
I'm getting off.
I presume we're going to have to, like... We can't go in mob-handed too, so we're supposed to be traders, so we...
I'm a trader.
Or so you say. Yeah, so we should probably all go off, but presumably those droids won't be able to carry any weapons with us, because we don't have anywhere to store them, apart from...
I think it's probably best if we don't go in guns blazing, as they say.
Yeah, probably not.
That would be a
Being-
terrible covert operation.
Yes. Being as it is an Imperial station, it may be an idea to, if you are going to carry weapons, for them all to be concealed ones.
Would they not be allowed unconcealed? Would they confiscate them?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends on the level of security here.
You can conceal a blaster, can't you?
Oh, you can
Yeah.
conceal a blaster. I'm thinking specifically of
The slug.
your one of the droids' large slug thrower rifles.
Yeah, I'd probably have to take that on board, I'd imagine. Or we could. It is like it's a very backwards, old style sort of outpost. So slip some credits to the guys in the front door.
Yeah, certainly. Would
That's a possibility.
Would the splicer bot be able to find out any information currently on any kind of space web about whether there are certain rules or laws or bylaws in this area relating to that kind of stuff, or is it not really?
Martel Station's kind of off the map,
Fair enough.
so
Fair
probably not. I mean, if you go to a local station terminal, there's all
Okay.
sorts of information you could find. But
Yeah, go that.
All right.
This
What?
unit believes a covert approach would be preferable.
Thank you, RSK. No, RSK. 5SK, right? 5XK. I'm gonna get it eventually. Whatever.
This unit is displeased by its owner's continual disrespect for its name.
My apologies, 5XK. I'm sorry. Right, I'm going to disembark with my pistol concealed.
I'm already off the ship.
Yeah.
Probably.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Anyone
I'm-
else joining us?
I'm gonna open up my toolkit, take out like as little as I can, put a grenade in there, follow him off the ship, and with a
Excellent.
concealed blast as well.
I'm just going to float friendlily after you.
Thanks.
I've also concealed my blaster, by the way. I'm not walking around with it.
yeah.
My knife is always concealed, so it's not really a problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to... Hang on, did you say the guards were like at the
So like,
door?
yeah, you're in like quite a big docking bay, and there's a few other ships in there as well. And there's a kind of big blast door leading to one of the central hubs of the station. And just stood by it are two Imperial guards, one of whom is asleep and one of whom is
Is
nodding off.
Is there any other ships about to embark or disembark?
No one is seemingly boarding or coming off their ships
That's
at the
fine.
moment.
Yeah, I'm going to head over to the guards, but have a look at the ships, the other ships that are in the docking bay, see if I can find any that don't look normal, basically.
Okay.
I'll join you, Susan.
But I'm not trying to do it surreptitiously as if I don't want to be noticed. I'm trying to do it bit like maybe a tourist who isn't used to.
Yeah, just having a look at the ships that are around, just innocently having a wander around and looking at ships.
I'll be doing
Maybe
a
give a
similar.
whistle of surprise if I see one ship of great beauty.
It's a big one.
What I would suggest here, rather than 3 rolls, because obviously the rolls in this are quite... It's a nice system, but they can be a little bit cumbersome, is what we have is that Susan is the main one looking,
Yeah.
and then you two put assists towards that.
I'm trying to find a computer terminal.
Oh, you're looking for a computer.
And I'm not looking. So.
Okay. I'm sure someone said they were going to go
I'm
looking
going
with
to
Susan.
go with her to the guards, but
Oh,
not,
right,
I'm
you're not looking. Okay,
around.
that's fine.
I didn't
In
know
that case, wow, our first roll of the game. How
Yay.
exciting. Okay, and let's look for which stats that would be. Vigilance, maybe?
Can I have perception?
Or is there a perception there? Oh, yeah,
So,
perception then, yeah.
vigilance?
Cunning
Oh.
perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
So, what is your cunning and what's your perception?
My perception is 2, my cunning is 3.
Okay, so that's 3 ability dice, and 2 of them converted to proficiency dice. I'm going to say that's an average roll there. I can't think of any setbacks or boosts to that particularly, unless anyone else wants to claim anything. No?
No.
That's fine then. So there's your pool. Exciting times.
No. Ah! What would you...
Just roll it again.
No, I've got it.
No, it's fine. Crotch dice is good.
I've got 1 explosion, 2...
Everything
Forgotten what the
explodes.
symbols are.
Smooth and professional. Okay, yeah. So if Neill moves his so that's 1 success, which is cancelled out by that, and those 2 cancel each other out as well. That's an advantage, a threat, and a triumph. So those 2 cancel. So you've got a triumph. So basically, that's 1 success plus a like a potent advantage. So you look around the ships that are all around there. You can't see anything of any significance or kind of anything really noteworthy. They're just all junked up, kind of some mining ships and like things that kind of traders or personal transports would be, but nothing particularly elaborate. However, as you're looking around at all these ships, you see someone who's obviously a docking official wandering along with a clipboard, and he turns around and sees you looking at all these different ships and kind of gives out a half-hearted laugh and says, if you're looking for the big convoy, it's not here yet. That's going to be in the docking bay on the other side of the station.
Big convoy.
Some Imperial thing.
Do they let people just wander in and look at them?
No, there'll be big security on that.
Darn it. I don't get to see big ships that often.
Me and my
It was intended
wife
to steal
love
from that.
big ships. We're quite the ship spotters. Let's come along.
Did you just refer to... Susan, is your boffin male or female?
Oh God!
Refer to a male boffin as your wife?
I obviously need to be severe mental care. That's what I was wondering.
They're Imperials.
Would you go so far as to say that they all look the same to you,
Yeah,
Justin?
pretty much would.
Including my wife.
It was terribly embarrassing when we found out.
I hadn't realised your character was male, Susan.
This keeps happening.
Just a question: Do either of the bots have a gender of any kind?
What are your
Do I
primary
choose-
not to
pronouns?
say?
Do you choose to identify as one way or another?
No, I'm a pure killing machine. Neither male or
His
female.
gender is killing machine.
So we go with Schlee or
Yes.
Schling.
So
Well, quite. Okay, so I tell you, there doesn't seem to be any terminals in the docking station itself. So I take it you're just approaching the blast door and heading through.
yeah,
The-
and you at the front of the blast door.
The Imperial Guards pay absolutely no attention to you whatsoever and go on
During
snoozing.
this time, I've been sort of menacing them, but very covertly. Just
One
sort
of them's
like,
asleep.
yeah, just sort of standing behind the guy who's asleep, just sort of looking at them.
They're just kind of standard. They're not stormtroopers or anything like that. They're just standard
Just like-
Imperial Guards.
One D4
Stood
for
there
break
with
someone's
big
neck.
silly helmets.
Yeah, I've been sort of milling around, bouncing back and forth between everybody else.
Okay.
Doing nothing.
So you head through to the main hub of the station. Again, there's not that many people wandering around here. The station itself is kind of a ring station. So I've actually got a picture here that no one at home can see. So it looks kind of like that. He says, immediately giving away Pask's race. So it's like kind of like a circular thing. You can go kind of up and down transports within it. But yeah, it's kind of like that. And along the sides, you see various kind of shops and businesses of some very boring kinds, kind of mining concerns and stuff like that. Yeah.
Resources.
And scattered around the place are some station terminals.
I will float over to one and try to find anything I can about Pask.
About Pask.
Yes.
Okay, I need an average knowledge outer rim roll.
Okay. I just have 5 intellect.
That's still not bad.
Wow.
That's 5 ability dice. Average, so we have that. And you already know exactly who you're looking for, so I'll give you a boost die.
Thank you. So 1 success, I think.
1 success?
Yes, 1 success. But I got 2.
Yes, 1 success. Okay, it takes you a few minutes while you try and locate his name on the logs of the station. While you're doing that, is there anything else anyone else would like to do?
I also have knowledge out of rim. Is it worth?
If you want to go to a separate terminal and start searching separately, then yes. But I would suggest, because he's already succeeded, maybe not. Incidentally, you can assist him. You could potentially have assisted him.
Okay.
But we need to flag those things up before we make dice rolls, obviously. So.
That's cool.
Okay.
Is there anybody milling around the shops, or is it empty?
There's a couple of people kind of going in and out of food stores and things like that, but not in any great numbers, certainly.
Nobody who stands out, presumably. Just
No.
No. Can I just menace them, but quietly?
Just start standing behind them really close.
Pretty much, yeah. Sort of following somebody who's just bought some milk.
Can I go to another terminal and use my knowledge underworld to see if there's any contacts I have on this backwater station?
Absolutely. What is your knowledge underworld?
1, and my intellect is 2.
So that's going to be that. And difficulty is going to be 1. Okay, so that's 2 successes with an advantage. So you find out that there is indeed a local renowned underworld contact. He's called Pask. And it seems that not only being a... he's rumoured to not only have Rebel Alliance contacts, but also Imperial ones.
What a coincidence, there's 2 characters called Pask.
I know,
That's
it's
so
bizarre,
weird.
isn't it? I just made it up just off the top of my head. So it appears that this Pask guy, while you don't have his location, he might be, well, maybe not entirely trustworthy.
That's fine. We've got a few of those on board.
You, meanwhile, Neill, you find out that Pask is likely to be found at a threadbare curiosity shop known as Pask's Oddities. Not too far from here.
So I found that location.
Yes.
I will float on over to Amos and say, this unit has easily found the location of Pask. The entity is nearby in a clothing shop.
Thank you, 5XK. That's very good of you.
It was simple.
I'm getting distinct Hanar vibes from...
5XK has identified the location of Pask, and I've also done some searching for him myself. And it seems that he's maybe not entirely trustworthy, so we should be on guard a bit.
This unit is not surprised.
Is anyone trustworthy?
Yes.
What a complicated question.
Let's just go.
Good idea. We head off?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I will float a tendril in the direction we need to go.
I was going to say, we have no idea where we're going, but we head off.
So, is there anything you're particularly doing along the way? There's nothing to be done, really.
That's it.
Can I do I've got underworld knowledge as well. Can I do a roll to see if I actually recognise Pask's name just from memory? Pretty much?
Yeah, sure. No, absolutely. What's your knowledge underworld?
1.
And your intellect?
2.
Can I do that as well? I also have.
I don't suppose you care to be talking to each other to do it, rather than
We
make
could
2
do.
rolls separately?
Yes.
We could.
Shall we rewind a few seconds and?
Yes,
Alright,
sure. Yes.
on the way then. You're floating and I'm walking.
Yes.
My base.
I wonder. This unit wonders, fellow mechanical. Has your unit encountered similar entities to this Pask before?
Yes.
Excellent.
That's perfect.
Okay then.
Droid does not like droid.
Excellent. Do you have any records in your databanks of previous dealings?
It depends. I'm not sure that anything could be relevant. I will check, of course, but perhaps you should go link it to another data terminal.
Whoa!
After all, the only thing you seem to be useful
Oh,
for.
shit! It's kicking off.
I think
Okay, so
You had another restraining bolt, didn't you?
who
I have
has the
one.
highest intellect? 5.
I've got 2.
And how high? Who's got the highest knowledge underworld? 1.
Yeah.
And then 1. Okay. So the way this works then is there's 5 ability dice, and one of them becomes that. I'm going to add a setback die because you don't like each other.
Yeah, bad.
And where difficulty is going to be 2. Who wants to make the roll?
He came up with the idea.
Lots of dice.
Lots of dice.
Wait, what's the advantage of them working together then?
That they can pick the highest skill and the highest characteristic out of both of them because they're both skilled in it.
Oh.
If one of them was unskilled, then all they do is add a boost die.
Okay.
So, 5 successes and
That's 2. That's 1 success
Yes.
and 1 advantage.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You seem to indeed remember his name. He's some scurrilous Trandoshan who likes to play both sides of the coin.
I recall coming across this sentient at one point when I was working with Hood cartels. Unfortunately, I wasn't given the task to assassinate him. Still, I'm sure you wouldn't know anything about that sort of thing with your data ports and whatnot.
This unit excels at data ports.
Perhaps you should stay in a data port.
This unit.
Perhaps you should marry some data.
This unit would prefer to. Let us follow up with the other sentence.
Quite.
I'm not sure I feel comfortable sitting between these two anymore.
I think I would be maintaining a constant vigilance this time while reminding D4 that I control the his access to the power source, and that if he wants to assault robots that are currently under my protection, he should remember that.
under the quartermaster.
Under the quartermaster's protection. Sure. Anything adds to my vigilance check, which is was 3.
I believe vigilance is only really reactive.
Is it really? You can't just like maintain. Like I would like to look out for any like imperial. Like I don't want to walk into a trap basically.
I guess so. Yeah, there's no reason not to have a go at it. For the purposes of making extra roll, if nothing else.
Yeah, fine.
So what's your vigilance and what's your
3 willpower and 1 vigilance? So
okay,
I've got
so that's
that.
Yep, that's right. And difficulty is going to be just standard 2, and I'm going to give you a setback die because I think you're distracted by them.
That's fine.
Until I like it. Okay, so we've got just 1 plain old success. So yeah, you just keep an eye out. There doesn't seem to be anything going down at this present moment. You're just walking along a fairly empty set of corridors. And before long, Pask's Oddities hoves into view. It's a small, grotty shop with a doorway that looks like its main purpose is to look like it's hidden, rather than actually being hidden.
Once we arrive, I'm going to have a look to see if there's anyone in the area who seems to be paying attention to the shop, or looking out for anyone approaching, or just loitering a bit too much?
The current corridor you're actually in is empty apart from the 6 of you.
Ah.
So we didn't know anything about this past guy before we came, apart from his name.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Why
You know he's an information broker. Apart from that,
Could I also have a look for security cameras?
there are quite a few security cameras.
Do they?
Only some of them are moving.
Are there any pointed directly at the door?
No.
Are there any who would even look at the door when they move, or
No.
the station?
No. Which seems odd, actually, now you think of it.
Do any of you actually have any conversational skills?
I've got coercion.
Of course.
Depends how the conversation's going to
have
go,
a-
doesn't it?
Yeah, I do.
I have plenty.
I have
so,
charm. Charming.
Literally
I don't
none.
go there.
Charming fishman. Charming fishman.
So, does anyone who doesn't have any skills in talking want to sit outside before they
I'll wait outside the door.
threaten to break
That
people's neck?
includes you.
That does include you.
Coercion does not count as a people skill.
Well,
Stay.
I've got no restraining bolt. I can't tell you what to do.
Well, I am telling you what to do, and I want to kind of make a leadership role to try and suggest it's a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Good use of leadership.
So I have 3 presence and 1 in leadership. So
That's that again.
We'll yell at him
Difficulty.
something.
I take it you're not particularly inclined to take his leadership at this point,
No.
being he's a quartermaster of a ship you've only just met.
Yeah.
I
Right.
haven't even decided who's the leader, remember?
I like the use of the term "met" for the ship
Is there any way I can help this with charm?
or leadership.
Is there any way I can help?
No, but there's
Oh, I'm on your side here.
not with charm because he's making the roll. But have you got any leadership?
No.
But are you trying to kind of smooth it over if he puts his foot in it?
Yes.
Right.
I
then
also
we get a
would-
boost die.
I would like to anti-leadership this because I'm on his side. I think that I don't like him doing this. He shouldn't be able to order him around.
Fine, and you get a setback die as well.
I have 1 rank in leadership, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Thank you very much.
Why not, Alice? It doesn't have official rules for hindering people on purpose, but we'll go with it. So that's you got a triumph. So that's 1 success cancelled out
Remember, I'm on your
by
side.
that.
We're on the side of the killing robot.
That's cancelled. Oh bloody hell!
There are no
That's cancelled out by that.
sides
That
between
okay? That is a
killing robots
that is
We're completely on side here.
that is a failure with with a triumph
Yes.
and 2 threats.
Right.
So.
Thanks, Sam.
So you don't convince those people to stay outside, but what you do is gain, if I can games master this a bit. So who was thoroughly against the notion of getting these guys to stay outside? Just you two, basically. Okay. Everyone else gains quite a bit of respect for the way he stood up to them. And I'll use that as that. The 2 threat, however, is the fact there's a small patrol, 3 Imperial soldiers, kind of walk past the end of the corridor and kind of peer in at the fuss that's going on between you and the droid and the Moncal.
Yeah, I would suggest we should all slip into the shop while we have the chance.
I
Continue this conversation later.
I am going to say loud enough for the patrol at the end of the corridor to hear, "Look, we can't help it, they just don't sell clothes for droids. That's just a fact. We can't change that."
Very clever.
This
Walk
unit,
inside.
this unit is heartened by that fact.
Yeah, we should go inside.
So everyone's going in now with this Imperial patrol
Yeah.
hanging around. Okay.
Is the Imperial Patrol still watching us, or is
Oh
that...
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. As the door slides open on a squeaky track, a melodic chime can be heard. The smell of old paper and dust fills your nostrils as you are confronted with countless shelves stacked with all manner of junk. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see a somewhat short and middle-aged Trandoshan approaching you. With a smile, he says, "Welcome to Pask's Oddities, my friends. What can Pask do for you on this fine day?" Pask looks like that.
Are there any droids in the shop?
No. There's just Pask and a whole load of merchandise, most of which looks pretty damn useless.
So even tech of any kind, was it really kind of...
No, it's junk.
It's
It's all
all
junk.
junk.
It's all junk. I mean, you can make a roll to have a look round, but on first glance, no.
I will have a look, but I'm no interest in speaking to him.
Okay.
What do I know about his race from my knowledge of zoology?
Well, roll zoology. Difficulty is going to be 2. Yep, no boost, no setbacks. Okay, that's failure with. That's a failure with 2 threat.
Oh, Jesus.
Flippin' heck.
You're fairly sure that the Trandoshans are pretty closely linked to the Alliance, and that they're a fairly friendly species.
Well, while he's making that leap of logic, do I find anything in the...
What skill do you think will
Perception?
apply to that? Probably perception, yeah. So what's your perception pool?
Perception is 1 perception, 2 cunning. So that's 1 green, 1 yellow, I think.
And difficulty in this Maya is going to be 3. And as you're picking up things and looking at them, Pask is almost kind of taking them out of your hands and putting them back on the shelf.
You mean my
He
claws?
doesn't- Yes. He doesn't seem too keen on you rummaging too thoroughly without him paying attention.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So that cancels out the success. That cancels the no. Yeah. Yeah, so you have a triumph again and a threat. But no success. So you don't find anything of any particular tech value. And this frustrates you quite significantly. So you lose 2 strain. Is my explanation of the matter. And as for the triumph, your frustration allows you to focus on the situation a lot better. So if you want to make any particular social roles with Pask throughout this situation, I will give you some boost dice towards it.
Can I use my streetwise to try and sort of ascertain whether the shop's basically just a front? Or if it is a front, what kind of front it is?
Yes, although I can't help but notice that no one's spoken to Pask yet.
I'm
So
going to engage
We'll
in
let someone speak to Pask and then we'll move back to you, so we're not just all doing everything.
Staring.
Are you,
Sorry.
are you,
Just staring
are you
at
talking
them.
them?
Yes, as soon as I figure out what to say.
Right.
I welcome. Well, I don't welcome him.
Welcome to your shop.
I greet him and say, "Is there an interesting collection of items you got here? What about this one? Can you tell me about this one a bit?"
That is a broken lamp.
Right. Fascinating.
We hear you can help us. We've been told to get in touch with you.
Ah,
Some friends of ours called ahead.
it is information you wish, yes?
Of the sort,
Pask
yes.
may be able to help with that.
Can I glance around and check if the room seems relatively secure? There's not cameras in the room, I'm assuming there's not.
There are definitely no
There's
cameras.
no like Imperial Stormtroopers just outside or anything.
No,
Following us
no,
in.
no.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I was checking.
Palpatine sat in the corner.
Wait a minute.
Vader in a box.
Just pull like his face is masked. Just pulls it off.
His head just comes up from behind the desk.
Pask, you know why we're here. Let's maybe go into the back and talk over this some more.
Do I know why you're here? Pask has many friends, yes?
It concerns the convoy arriving at this station soon.
Ah, yes. Pask knows of this, yes.
I kick the calamari in the foot.
Yeah, thanks.
One of you slip the bolt on that door. We will talk in a back room.
I'll go and put the bolt on the door.
Good job. Good job.
10 duty points. Pask, kind of, I'm trying to find a way to describe his walking. I think I'll use the word walk.
Meanders.
Yes, amble. That's a good one.
Kicked you back, by the
Pask ambles through a back door into a fairly barren room with a couple of chairs. He sits down on one of them, leans slightly on his cane, and says, "So, you are You are rebels, yes?
For a criminal, you're very opaque in your approach.
I am not the one arriving on the station with a boffin and a mon calamari, my friends.
I suppose our group is easily identifiable as one that would fit well in with the Imperials.
Yes,
But-
you should watch out for that.
This unit blends in easily in all surroundings.
I just growl a little bit.
I'm gonna pick up.
There you go,
I'm gonna
there
pick
you
up
go.
other bits of junk to see if they're interesting. While
I like put a hand on your tentacle and take it down.
So, do you have the information on Pask?
I have some information, certainly. Certainly. What do you need? What do you need from the convoy? Where do you need to go?
We need to.
We need to get in and get out.
Yeah.
Without being
Well,
detected.
there are various options you could pursue. The command and control station has many computers that have information, yes?
Yes.
Is that a question?
D4.
But you cannot go barging in there like a stupid Wookiee. You need finesse. There are Imperial patrols, security, but I'm sure some fine young rebels like yourselves can bypass that easily. There's the governor. She is open to financial bargaining. And then there are the work teams, the dockers. You could see what they know, if they can gain you access to the dock at the right time. There are many options. Pass can help you with some of them. For remuneration, obviously.
this unit is curious how Pask came by this information.
Pask knows everything on this station.
You didn't know who we were.
Did I not?
Maybe you did, Pask. So, the governor, are they friendly to our cause?
She is a high-ranking Imperial official.
Ah,
So probably not.
I don't know much about this station.
She's
You already
called,
knew that.
I did know that.
She is called Vala Prul. She is not difficult to gain audience with. You could attempt it yourselves, or I could set something up. For remuneration, obviously. Services rendered, you understand.
How kind.
Since when did Trandoshans have audiences with Imperial officers?
This Trandoshan does.
That doesn't answer the question.
Just let it be.
As I say, I know everything on the station, and everyone.
The work teams, they're easy to find?
Very. Go to the docks.
Seems a good
The
place
main
to start.
docks, not the visitor docks you turned up on.
Is that open access?
Sometimes. It depends who is docking there. If it is some kind of top secret Imperial convoy, well,
No.
So we could gain access at the moment?
I believe the Perlemian Hall has not yet docked.
Suggest we go there first then, before things arrive.
Perhaps so. Perhaps maybe some of us should pay a visit to the governor, talk about a trading contract perhaps.
I suggest, if you are going to talk to the dockhands, you exercise caution. They are rough and tumble individuals, yes?
I just step one closer to you.
I have experience working in that environment.
Need anything else? Probably step back for a second.
Where might we find the control center?
The control center. Any terminal should lead you to the rough direction. So difficult to get in, though. So difficult. If only you had some codes.
And I suppose you have some codes that we need available for remuneration.
Yes!
Ah.
What sort of remuneration do you seek?
Ah, you are the ones holding all the cards, my friends. You are the brave rebel soldiers. What do you think these codes are worth?
Your life, perhaps?
I like this droid.
Would you like him?
Is he for sale?
This unit is not for sale. If you want to buy a unit, you can speak to this one over here. I believe he still is under the thrall of an owner.
This unit may or may not be for sale.
Ah, I do have some restraining bolts if you wish to buy them.
Well, we're not in a especially wealthy group of individuals, but maybe information is something more attuned to what you would like remuneration. It just seems to be the currency that you deal in.
I'm listening.
If we're conducting illicit activity on the station anyway, perhaps we could find a few things out for you ourselves. You wouldn't have to get your hands dirty. We'd be flying off in a day or two anyway. Once they find out, nothing to trace back to you.
I suppose as part of your operations you are investigating the cargo lists of the Perlemian Hall, yes?
Possibly.
If those lists were to be transmitted back to me in some sense, I'm sure we could reach an arrangement. Of course, if I give you codes or access to Governor and do not receive a cargo list, then we have trouble.
Yes. Well, we may be able to get you the list. We may not be able to promise you that everything on that list will still be in that ship, but the list can be yours.
Very well. You want codes or you want Governor?
Codes.
I agree, codes.
Pass nods. reaches into his clothes and pulls out a data pad, taps on it a bit, and transmits the codes to your data pad.
Can you, if I may, transmit it straight to 5XK?
Okay.
Just check it for spyware first.
Do they look like standard
And where?
Imperial codes?
Well, that's a question, isn't it? What would that be?
Tried penis enlargement.
What would that be? What do we reckon? I guess.
Sectional computers?
Actually, I'm gonna go with.
Would be knowledge.
Well, just I don't know. Actually, I'm tempted to say it'd be skullduggery.
Would it?
Would it?
Skullduggery is more physical, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
What about just a basic intellect check?
Yeah, you could probably do basic intellect, couldn't you?
I don't think that's really covered. It's not covered by the rules. Actually, I'm going to say that's a core worlds knowledge skill.
Alright.
Makes sense.
There are no computers.
What, just computers?
I have,
There's no computers.
It's not just it's
No.
it's just a code. It's not.
It's all knowledge of.
I have Codebreaker, but that's only for breaking or decrypting code, because I'm just trying to identify it really on time. So would you say it would apply or not?
No.
Fair enough.
That's what you need.
So it's just knowledge core worlds, it's just 5 intellect.
That's still not bad for you.
Not everything in intellect isn't bad for you.
Difficulties probably 2.
And-
And I'm going to give you a boost because you were an Imperial droid.
Yeah.
So, by the way, everyone,
By the way.
in case you didn't know,
He looks like.
Okay.
It's because he looks sexy, that's why.
He looks like a
4,
woman
5,
back.
6, reduced to 4. And how many advantages?
All the
have you
sexy
got?
black droids are Imperial.
4 successes, 3 advantages.
Damn.
They are. It is most certainly a standard Imperial code, and you think this code will get you into a lot more places than the command and control center.
This unit confirms that they are Imperial codes.
Thank you, 5XK. I think that's probably all we should be making preparations.
This unit has a question, if permitted.
Always permitted, 5XK.
What is the price for keeping our presence here covert?
I like this droid too. Very good droid. Very good droid. Oh, nothing too extreme. Say 500 credits.
What? That's ridiculous negotiation roll.
Does he seem to be telling the truth?
No, I wasn't asking for a roll. That was just what I said.
Does he seem to be telling the truth that he would actually keep it secret for 500 credits?
You don't know.
We should pay anyway, but I would like to negotiate down that
I
price.
like-
I am not paying this. There is no way you're getting any
What do you
money.
I 3 for presents and 2 negotiation.
Can I add my support to this on the grounds that I got that
We don't have
if I got
500
social
credits.
rolls earlier, get boosts in support.
Yeah, sure.
I don't have any use
Yeah,
in presence
I would have
or
said no if
negotiation.
you hadn't.
Yeah.
Like, if you hadn't had that. So yeah, we get a boost.
Hang on, did we establish you could only... No. You could only use as a boost or assistance a skill...
If it's the same.
So basically, the way assisting works is if you have a skill, you basically just cherry pick from the characteristics and skills to pick the best dice pool. If you're unskilled, you add a boost die to it. But that's only if I think it's still reasonable to do so. I wouldn't normally allow Neill to do it, but because he had the triumph earlier that let him kind of I kind of analyse the social situation better, I'm letting him assist for a 1 boost.
Because I was wanting to use charm and maybe sweeten him up a bit. Like, it seems...
Let's see how this roll
Yeah.
goes, and then you can try and sweeten him up afterwards or something.
I was going to say the same
My
thing,
charm.
but with Underworld, because Pask is obviously, in that sort of circle,
Yeah.
I could say, I know so-and-so the hut.
Well, let's see how
They wouldn't
this
have to be a
goes.
conduct.
Let's see how this
Yeah,
goes, and then we
yeah.
can maybe combine you two guys after if it's
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I can try and charm him as well.
Because
No.
you know,
She's
I
50
might
charming.
write your
Justin
charm.
might utterly mess this up.
I might do, but it is my only thing that I do.
Okay, so what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, down to 3. You've got 3 successes and with 2 threat. Okay, interesting. Over the course of a few minutes, you manage to bargain Pask down to only 200 credits. But he says, very well then, 200 credits. But for 200, when you leave, I will tell whoever I like.
I don't have any money.
I'm not paying him.
Just how important is
Do you want
this
to be
foundation
dead?
storytelling?
Wait. We walk away at this point to discuss things.
1 moment.
Yeah.
I was gonna do a charm and
We still
say,
hide his skill in his
hold on
dice. He's
now.
not even going to keep a
Guys,
secure.
guys.
I mean, we're after information. We're trying to give you information. That seems like a reasonable partnership. It doesn't seem desperately good idea to try and stab each other in the back as soon as we leave. It's just, I mean, you tell whoever you want about where we've been, and we're going to start telling people where we've been. It's a bit dangerous for you, don't you think?
I'll sort of sidle up at that point and say, as well, in regards to information, we can also give our own information to, say, Barada Hut. That a certain Pask, a certain Trandoshan is behind his gambling debts. The Huts aren't known to double check their debts these days.
What's your charm and whatever that fits under?
Presence is 3, charms 1.
Assist from you.
Well, charming.
And
So can I roll on that?
and I'm adding a setback die because he's already kind of made an arrangement thing. So many dice.
I don't have big enough hands to roll.
Get bigger hands.
Too many credits.
I've got a triumph.
Oh my god, so many triumphs from you guys.
Alright, so they cancel out. Then nothing.
They don't.
No?
That can
No. What?
Can I have a look?
Advantage
Yeah.
is not.
Is it going to flop off? Oh god, I don't want to know what people at home thought that meant. Okay, so that's 2 successes there, which are cancelled out by those. Although we'll keep that there because it's a triumph. So that's a failure, it doesn't matter. That is cancelled out by that. So you've got a triumph, a failure, but with a triumph and an advantage.
Okay.
So,
Could that mean that we pay the money, but he won't just go off and tell someone?
I think we don't pay the money.
Shut up, Sam.
To be by money.
so you don't convince him not to ask for any money, but he says, look. If you give me these 200 credits, I give you a past guarantee. Your secrets will never pass my lips. Ever.
What about in writing?
Or writing.
Do Tranishans have lips?
Well, you know what it means.
I was more getting at with it.
Yeah, the secrets will never pass his toothy maw.
Better.
No, I trust that.
Well, if your guarantees anything like your product, I'm not really too invested in your promise then.
That is droid again. Yes, 200 credits.
This Mon Calamari has the money.
I just stare at
And
you.
with that, I slip out. Like,
Follow him.
I just stare out and follow him as well.
no, you don't.
No, you don't.
I do what I want.
Not one will physically restrain you from doing so.
Although here's a question: how do you know he has the money?
Because I know. He just looks.
Just look at him.
He's
Filthy rich Mon
He's the only
Calamari.
one with a flashy gun that keeps clean. Like,
He has the same gun.
Upper class amphibians,
Exactly.
all the same.
I'm not paying this, so.
You know, you could trade your droid. It's important to you.
I don't think that's necessary. Given that he has the
Yes, it wouldn't be worth anywhere near 200 credits. You're right.
Like,
I'm assuming in all this, by the way, that Sam is about the only one who has 200 credits.
No, I'm not.
Are you
I
not?
don't have 200
But you not? I
credits.
thought you did.
I have less than 200.
Okay, fair enough.
I pay like half of
Apparently.
it.
0.
Yeah, one.
Oh yes, we didn't do our extra credits roll at the beginning.
Oh.
How embarrassing / hilarious.
That could have made a big difference.
Only time will tell if I edit this section out. But with that in mind, we can do that now. Which is just a D100 from everyone.
That's a good idea because I was not going to pay. There was
We're
literally
not
no
going to
way.
have enough money anyway, Sam.
I
You're
don't
gonna have to
care.
pay.
I would not pay this.
Sam, they're going to shoot you in the head.
Doesn't matter, I wouldn't pay this.
We're gonna shoot you.
Wouldn't pay it.
We'll just take the money off your corpse.
That's fine.
Sam,
Fine,
don't make me leadership you.
Did you
When it's
say?
recorded.
Can't
Did
out
you say
leadership me.
skullduggery
I do. I have a
would
higher
be-
leadership
would
skill
also
than you.
include
And a higher presence.
They do the same leadership skills.
Sorry, but I have a higher
Did
presence.
you say
What's your present?
skullduggery would also include pickpocketing?
Yes.
Pickpocketing credits.
Well, credits don't tend to be
They're
physical.
digital.
Damn it.
We can use the splicer.
There we go. Okay, everyone just give us a D100 roll. And that's how many extra credits you have. So,
They're double tens, let's say.
yeah, fine.
You're embarrassing.
37.
Okay. So just roll them for yourselves and
Although,
note them
do
down.
I have any credits?
Well, either he keeps them for you or
Yeah.
whatever, yeah.
Which one's the 10?
Whichever one you want.
I
I'll
can't
leave
say
it to your
that.
conscience to decide
I think.
whether it be the green die or the slightly pinky die.
79.
And hopefully altogether you have more than 200 credits.
25.
I don't think we will.
57.
Bear in mind, of course, that anything that Sam rolls is probably not going to be added to this amount.
76. I now have 200 credits, unfortunately. By 1 credit.
pay.
I have 201 credits.
I have extra 59 credits, so it's not very much.
You know, 37 of mine as well, probably. I'm writing that down.
I allow you, that's fine. I allow you to do so.
So, are people pooling their resources and giving him 200 credits?
Guild.
I can put
Pay
50.
the man.
I'm willing to
will
pool
pay you
resources.
back.
Don't trust him.
Hey.
Mon calamari.
Just break his
Damn.
legs.
I really like the coercion.
D4, can you just smack him? You can't fly your plane
200
broken
credits.
fingers.
Look, at least halve it with him. He has money as well.
I'll pay half.
I'll pay half then. But you're paying me back, everyone else.
Okay, you guys lose 100 credits each.
It
Pask
makes us look bad.
receives the credits on his data pad with a that toothy grin I just mentioned.
Owed 100 credits.
Do you want an IOU?
Yeah, I'm putting it on my sheet. I'm not going to forget this.
You should steal one of his items on the way out of the shop.
Remember interest.